Warning, the following content may contain elements that aren't suitable for certain audiences. Viewers' discretion is advised. Good afternoon and welcome to the very first episode of the Unpressables. I'm your host, former professional football player and BBC Squad Goals radio host, Calvin Andrew. This is a platform that I'm trying to use basically to give you a little bit of free game, a little bit insight into the elite mindset of some of the top professionals in their field. And today, I've got none other than Mr. Unpressable himself, Mr. Wilfried Zaha. How you doing, bro?
I'm good always, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, bro. I'm not too bad at all. Got you on here because literally you embody what I want to talk about on this channel. And it's about, some of the highs and lows of football, the struggles, but what you have more than most people is the mindset and the desire and the drive to block out the noise and still be able to achieve what you have in the game so far. I mean, look at this season. You've gone to Turkey, you won the Super League with Galatasaray, and you won the Cup with Galatasaray as well in your first season. How did you find that move?
Obviously it was a shock to everyone, but I don't really care what everyone thinks. I can't do what I legit, man, because I just do what I feel is right for me. And at the end of the day, only you are responsible for your decisions. So at the end of the day, if I made this decision and go there and it works out, I'll get the plaudits. If it doesn't, it's on me. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think we had a conversation, didn't we, just before you went to Turkey, and I was saying to you the same thing, but you do whatever you need to do for yourself and your family and the career, because you always hear people come out the game, oh, the career is so short, this and that, but it is, and you need to maximize that and get what you need to get out of it. Was this decision sort of based on European football or just a move country and a different opportunity to play?
You know what? It was a variety of things. It's like I just needed something new.
Yeah.
And the reality is, obviously, Premier League is top, but I just wanted my identity not to just be Crystal Palace.
I hear that.
Like, you gotta understand, I love Crystal Palace. They gave me so much, but I'm more than Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, like, my talent is just, I don't want my talent to just be seen as one of those things where it's like, people tend to go, oh yeah, the streets won't forget ballers. And I'm like, I'm more than that.
Yeah. I hear that.
Just, yeah, I used to do, yeah, he used to do tricks and get nutmegs in the Premier League. No, like I helped the team win games. Like you can look at stats. Like if I didn't play, we weren't winning. I scored goals. You know what I mean? I'm not just a guy that was just playing in the Prem and he was just tricky. Like I made a difference in the Prem. Do you get what I mean? I played against top teams and made a difference.
See, I always think in football these days, I mean, I work on the other side of it sometimes now as well, like I mentioned before in the media, the BBC and stuff. A lot of it's stats based and people look at the game, like you said, from the outside. Oh, yeah, he's a good player, but he hasn't done this. But do you know the best way of looking at a player, and you look back at your career and stuff, is to talk about players like yourself and the people that were in your team. They know the true value of what you gave. Those guys that are in the trenches with you, match day and training, game in, game out, they know what it is. And that's where you get the true value of who you are. But you, of course, like you mentioned, you wanted to build your legacy and to have trophies behind your name. I completely get that.
Because obviously, the players that's played with me obviously see day in, day out what I add to the team, the value that I add to the team. So it's a thing where not everyone's going to see that from the outside, and it's like more time. I feel like my time where this is my personal thoughts, and I feel like it's not even just my personal thoughts. There's reality. The people who know ball will know. But like I've gone through the period where no matter what I do in the Prem, I'm no longer looked at by top teams as I'm good enough to go to one of these top teams, because you know sometimes like when that train's gone,
Yeah.
but the thing is, it's just like maybe that train's just in England.
Yeah.
I mean, because I could have been there at 31, 32, bagging however many goals, playing, having the best season, whatever, and then still not be seen as, but then someone else who scored 2 goals in a random league will come and go for 50, 100 million.
Yeah.
You know what
No, I know exactly what you mean. It's not really. I was going to say it's not really about the level of appreciation. It's about you being more seen more than, like you said, just being that guy that does stuff and he was
I mean?
good for. And I completely understand that. And people, fans don't quite get that sometimes. Their loyalties lie with their clubs, but they have to understand it's a job as well, and you've got desires and things that you want to achieve in the game as well. And I think it takes a lot of guts to do what you did and to come out the country, because you never really know what it's like playing outside the country and stuff like that. What's your experience been like since you got it? Because I know the Turkish fans absolutely love you, by the way. Since I've come on Instagram over the last couple of months, we've had a few correspondence, and half of your fans are in my DMs, bro. Yo, how do you know Wilf? Let him know I said hello. Like, whoa, relax.
Yeah, no, it's fact. Still, they're very
Yeah,
passionate over here, and like they love Galatasaray. So you being at the club and involved with the club or whatever, and then obviously they know me from my time with Palace or whatever. So yeah, like they're really appreciative and supportive, you know. So yeah, man, like it's been a good experience. It's been different. I've for my family, for my missus, my son here, like it's just old school the way we're living here. Like he goes to the park. I tell you this to everyone all the time when I talk about Turkey. He goes to the park at a certain time. All the kids at the park.
yeah,
Just so safe to, like, he goes to the park at a certain time and all the kids are there. Do you get
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean? Kids knocking for my boy out the door and stuff. And man, I ain't seen that in forever. Do you get what I mean?
That old school, like you said, yeah, that old way of living, sort of where we come up, where people come check for you and that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good that you're like you said, your family have been able to live in that environment. Though.
that's the main thing that I appreciate the most, bro. Just that, like, how my family are living, because at the end of the day, I go out to work and my purpose is for them to have a beautiful life, and so that's what that matters to me, really.
I hear that. I hear that completely. So yeah, basically looking at it, you've gone there, good first season there. You started back training already pre-season, something I kind of don't miss and do miss at the same time. Preseason. I've been like, I stay fit every day. People that know me and see me around my area and all that stuff, I stay fit. I miss that part of football, that camaraderie, and being able to keep your body motivated. It's part of what I want this channel to be able to offer.
Yeah,
Is a little bit of little small nuggets that people can take away from here, whether it's things to do with nutrition or whatever, or mindset, like I said before. But on here, we will have sort of elite athletes, nutritionists, psychologists, fitness coaches. There's loads of people that are going to come on this channel to be able to talk about how you get that extra yard. And I wanted to ask you basically, because I've known you for over 15 years. You came into that Crystal Palace youth team when I was there. And I noticed something about you early doors that was your mind was different. You had the ability, and we'd
mm,
seen players that had come through that had the ability, but your mind was different. It was impenetrable. You understood and you were confident in your own ability, but you were unshakable. People couldn't do things to knock you off your game. Where do you think you got that from? It's a hard
uh,
question, I know.
do you know what? Do you know what? I feel like, yeah, I feel like this is with so much people, yeah. Like some people, the you see how they say pressure creates diamonds.
Hmm.
I feel like through so much stuff that I've been through life,
Mm.
and at the same time my love for football, it just made my mind impenetrable in terms of like I'm not playing football because I want to be able to. I'm not think. Do you know when I was playing football, I never thought about all the money that I can gain and how I can do this and whatever girls and da da da. That's the difference. I used to love playing football, and it's just like I want to get to the highest stage.
Mm-hmm.
Stop me. Literally, that was my mindset. Like I went through what's it called, youth team, just like I've gone through those times where I'm just not making it into the team through youth team and all these things. I used to go home and cry to my mom and all that stuff because it's just like that's how much I wanted it or whatever. And then like it's a thing where okay, I would go and try or whatever. Like I'm the type of guy, yeah, you know, like I moan because I'm a perfectionist, yeah.
Yeah.
But I will still go out there and do what I need to do, and whatever the situation is, I will make the best out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is football, like, and this is not me doing something I don't know how to do. So give me whatever cards I'm dealt, and that goes for life in general. And especially, but if you put in football, this is something I know how to do. So just put
Yeah.
me and I will do what I need to do. And that goes for everything, bro. So like in terms of that, like when it came to ball, my mind was impenetrable. Like you can say whatever, you can tell me no. Like you've seen in my career, I've had in terms of no, I United not playing, whatever. I went to Cardiff, they got relegated when I was there or whatever. But it's just all these things I just didn't let it define me because I know what I'm trying to get to and I know where I came from. And the thing that's even peaker is now I'm this like I've got a family that depend on this.
Mm.
And let no one take food from man's bro. It's so deep, man.
Yeah, bro. That right there is how I try to explain it to so many young professionals. So many young guys come want to talk to me, pick my brain about like what change, what do you have to do, this to how to get there. You have to see it as when you're crossing those white lines to play against another team, those guys are trying to take food off your table, off your family's table. You have to do whatever you have in your ability. You had the skills and the ability to make things happen and stuff like that. After sort of my cruciate ligaments and all them kind of stuff, I had the physical presence. I'm gonna bully you, bro. You're not taking food from me.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand that until they get into a situation. Like you said, your idea of how you became sort of unpressable is born from the
Yeah.
desire to want to reach the top level. I think about it like for you, when did you sort of first get introduced to football and know that was what you wanted to do?
My parents told me when I was young that I kicked the ball one time and one of my uncles was just like, what's it called? Like, I know he's gonna be a footballer or whatever. But
Yeah,
you know, you're like, I don't know, man.
yeah, yeah.
They're like, your uncle said you're gonna be whatever. And it's like, but it's a thing where I just loved ball, man. I
Mm.
don't like I just always played football from young. It's something that I just enjoy. To be honest, my brothers played football.
Yeah.
So you know when you just get involved and then I like since like from young, like for playing football and then just playing football all the time. And I mean all the time, like even if I'm in the yard, I'll be like dribbling with a tennis ball around the house,
Mhm.
like get outside, play football with my little sister, or go to the park and play football. And you know when you're just doing it constantly, yeah, and dribbling with the ball inside your house constantly with a tennis ball because you have to go around whatever the yard's tiny.
Sofa and that. Yeah, yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It becomes like clockwork,
Mm.
my dribbling when it comes to a bigger ball. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So as up, it's coming like clockwork how I'm dribbling. I don't even need to look down to see what I'm doing sometimes. And then when I go to the park, I'm playing against big man. And you know them ones where I'm skilling up big yardy guys, and they're like, "What the bumble?" Like,
I was
right?
gonna, I was gonna say, did you always sort of play against people that were older than you?
Yeah, like when because I would play with my brothers and stuff in the park or whatever, and then there'd be other people that would join, and then obviously like this young, but he's still able to. Do you get what I mean? I went
Mm.
to like 8,
Mm.
so around those like 7, 8 or whatever, I was technically decent. Do you get what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah. I think that's something, especially years ago, sort of thing, something that is quite common with a lot of players that made it. I look at myself as well. My brother's 6 years older than me, and I grew up playing with all his mates. I had friends that lived down my street at my age. We were outside all the time. If it wasn't football, it was something else. We were playing all kind of sports all the time. But I was
Yeah,
always sort of competing against guys that were older than me. So then
yeah.
when you come into the men's team or whatever, you're not phased by big grown men. I've been playing against these guys all my life. Like when I was smaller, now I'm bigger. You can't chat to me.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. It's, I don't know. It's, yeah, man. Like you're not even. I don't even think about like you don't even really tend to think about the adversity that's in front of you. It's like I'm just gonna do what I need to do, and you can do what you can about it. Really, that's the mentality. Like I'm doing what I need to do
Yeah,
to get past, man.
I think it's a single-mindedness that you've always had, which I knew as well. Like I said, when you were younger, you had a focus and a desire. This is what I'm going to do, whether you're on the pitch or whatever, and you will do whatever you can to make it happen. I was going to say, what was the first age when you started having your first competitive game? And that, what age were you then, if you remember?
Competitive game, as in what, like when
just
I go.
like just like a proper game, like not like professional things, but just like you were basically. I can imagine you're playing in the park with your boys. I mean, when was the first game when you all had the same kit on? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's that was probably White Horse Wanderers when I
Mm,
was seventh, my Sunday league team.
Evan, okay. Because
Yeah, because
people are always asking, oh, I don't know if they've started football too early or too young or da 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 da. So it's just like a little reminder of when people should be kind of.
I feel like if you enjoy playing football and your parents can put you somewhere where you enjoy it or whatever, because I don't think in England like that it's past the times where kids just go outside and play ball with their friends like they used to. Do you get what I mean?
100%.
You won't see man going like getting on the floor and scraping under a car to get the ball and them things no more. Do you get what
It's true,
I mean?
bro.
So I don't think there's a particular age. It's not too early. If your child enjoys it, then he enjoys it. But I don't believe in. Do you know when them parents are trying to live their dream through the child? Like I don't believe in pushing your child ways, doing a million things a week.
And forcing kids into academies too early and all that kind of stuff. I don't believe in it either because I feel as though I watched so many players of my age group that were as good as me sort of fall away because they started too early.
Yeah,
And you know how it is with the highs and lows of football and that mental part of it. All of a sudden, football's not fun anymore for them. I played football in the park with my boys until I was a certain age, enjoyed it. And then when I fell into a club, it was still fun. Like even though all the restrictions and you have to play this way, but people are sending their kids to academies at 5. Oh yeah, you go and play for such and such academy, and now football's not fun anymore. They got coaches telling them, oh, you can only take 2 touches all the time, and you don't learn those natural skills. And we talk about people, identity and players like yourself getting coached out of the game now because everyone wants players to be able to take 2 touches and drop it off, and there's no individualism out there, somebody that's going to make something happen. And if I'm completely honest, not trying to sound bad, we're kind of seeing that now in the Euros. You watch any of the Euros?
yeah.
I mean,
At least honest.
it's
I'm
been it's been good.
getting.
Yeah, it's been good, like as in to watch some tactics and stuff. But there's not many. There's a few guys. You could talk about Musiala. Obviously, Bellham's having a good tournament at the moment, and Mbappe and these guys. There's not many guys when they get the ball when you're like, he's excited. He's going to make something happen.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of going out of the game.
Well, you see Spain.
Say again?
You see in Spain, the two wingers for Spain, they're actually getting it, and
Yeah.
yeah, but it's just I don't know, man. I don't know, like just people are just so frustrated at I don't know, like people are frustrated at these managers that don't allow the players to play a certain way, but then it's like, boy, That's what they're being. That's what they're being coached. Like I had it in my career. See, when I went United, I nearly lost my identity
Mm-hmm.
because when you're trying to
Express yourself.
yeah, find it. I'm going there, yeah, and obviously. Let me give you an example, a short example, because I don't like talking about my time there too much because I feel like it's 1,000 years ago,
I
yeah.
hear it.
But when I went there, the player that I was, everyone knew the player that I was tricky. I'm like, bro, my game is 9 out of 10. I'm going to try something. Do you
Mm-hmm.
get what? When it works, I'm seen as that magician. I'm seen as that. If it doesn't work, back to the drawing board. But I'll try again. Do you get what I mean? When I went to United or whatever, it's just like I was being told I'm like I can't be trusted with the ball. I lose it too easily. Do you get what I mean?
Mm.
It's like if you tell your wingers that, what do they give you?
Yeah. What are they supposed to do?
What
Yeah.
they do? What do they give you?
What do they offer you? Yeah. If they every time they get the ball, they're not. I am a big advocate of that. We talked. I was going to say we talked about it not too long ago, a couple of days ago, in fact, because we were talking about Doku, and a lot of the commentators were sort of on him, saying, "Oh, exactly the same thing. When he gets the ball, he's too unpredictable. People don't know what's going to happen." That's what I want from my winger. If I'm a number 9, that's
So
what I want from my winger. Did you cut off there, Will? Are you back?
no. I need to. I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put this on charge. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. But that's what I want from my winger. I want unpredictability, and I want my winger to take on a left back, right back every time he
Yeah.
gets the ball, if possible, because that's what's going to make things happen.
One
Um,
sec. My
I
phone is.
see, yeah, a little bit of technical difficulty is cool.
Yeah.
I'm doing this all on my own, by the way, so it's a little bit low budget. But we're talking about the content rather than the show.
It's hard, man.
People are going to be enjoying all this. He's changed his angle. I don't know if I have to change
Yeah.
mine.
I mean, because I'm trying to charge this, but wait. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to keep it like this. Wait,
Yeah,
let
I
me.
was gonna say I don't know if I'll be able to change the angle of it, bro. I ain't got them kind of editing skills just yet. But to be
Yeah.
fair, we'll take this opportunity while you're doing that. I'll take the opportunity to talk about, like I said, I was putting people on free game and trying to help people basically optimize their mind and body and be able to do all that kind of stuff. You know, I'm very big into my nutrition. Been sort of vegan for 10 years. I don't recommend people be vegan, by the way. I'm not that guy to try to push it on people. It's just what my body responds to. Everyone's body is very different. But I want people to download this app called Yuka. I want you to download it as well. Yuka. Nothing to do with me. There's no affiliation. It's nothing. But what it does is you scan your products when you buy food or facial products, anything. You scan it and it lets you know the sort of additives and stuff that's bad for you. It tells you straight away. It comes up on the screen. The people there do fantastic work. And it just, people need to start taking charge of their body and knowing what they're putting in it. Because at the end of the day, your health is your wealth. I've told you that numerous times. So that's a little something for people that I want them to go out there and do. If they can. But yeah, going back to the talk, what we're talking about football, I want my wingers to be expressive. I want them to get the ball and work a left back and right back and cause problems. But like you said, it's almost getting coached out the game where, well, every time we give him the ball, he gives it away. I'd rather him have 2 touches and drop it off. And I don't know about that. And I think we're seeing that to a degree with Grealish. And people will probably cuss me in the comments, but I'm not bothered either. We saw him go to City from Villa as that guy. Every time he got the ball, he made something happen. And now all of a sudden, he's becoming sort of a cog in that machine. And you're seeing
It's more. You're just part of the system.
Mm,
But the thing that makes you that player, because there's good players, and I feel like there's game changers.
yeah,
Do you get what I mean? And then
mm,
when you get put into that place where you can't be, what's it called? You can't. I don't know. You see, like, do you know what advert I saw recently? It's a Nike advert, yeah.
mm.
And I don't know.
Say
I don't know if you've seen it. It had who did it have in it? It had Vinicius in it.
Haaland's in it, isn't
Yeah,
he?
I
Yeah,
don't know. Ronaldinho talks to them,
yeah.
and the boot is basically mad brilliance.
Mm,
Yeah, and basically the whole concept is you reach the level of what's it called? That game changer. Yeah, is being mad, as in you get to that level where you try something mad that the others wouldn't,
yeah,
and that pays off. you're the game changer.
Yeah,
But the guys that are ready to do that regularly, they go from that good category to game changer, and that's where your funds change how much you demand. Do you get what I mean?
yeah, yeah. What
Exactly, bro. You have to be mad to try these things, and and then they regularly come up, and then you're seen as whatever level. Do you get
yeah,
what I mean?
it's what yeah, I think it's what we would call mavericks
Yeah.
or mavericks. Every team, in my opinion, should have a solid central midfielder, defensive midfielder, to hold down the fort, mind everyone else, and then you should have a few mavericks dotted about that you give them the ball, like you said, and you don't know what they're going to do. But that's the idea, because if you don't know what they're going to do, the opposition ain't going to know what they're going to do. They're
Oh,
going to make things happen, cause players to break formation, to now you need two man on one guy, and the game opens up. But we're seeing football now being played in front of opposition. Everyone stood in front and playing two touch, and you can't break teams down, and they don't know why, because we don't
bro,
have
boy.
enough mavericks anymore.
You don't because, bro. I swear, yeah, I have like, bro. There's so much that I think about ball, yeah, how it is now. Like nowadays, it's just not even really about. It's everyone on their CV. It's like I'll come into a job and I don't know, I'm the technician or something like that. But I'm not just coming into the job to just be the technician. On my CV, and I can what's it called? Do this and I can do this and I can do like people are not just accepting that they come in as this.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah,
midfielder, so
yeah,
just get the ball and just pass it about,
yeah.
or you come in as a defender
Just
defend and pass it to guys who do you get what I mean?
yeah,
Don't come in with a CV and be like, oh, by the way, I can play striker and winger.
yeah.
That's what I
Well,
feel like it
I
is
do
now.
think we've kind of got to a period now where players, like you said, aren't really. I'm gonna get cussed for this, but we're gonna hold it. Aren't really sort of a master of anything. They're just a jack of all trades. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get these guys that they'll play centre back. They're half decent at being a centre back. They're half decent at passing, half decent at half. But no, not you don't get any people anymore that are just centre backs. Remember back in the day when we used to play, you play against some guys and they were defenders. They enjoyed it.
they enjoyed it.
They were trying to mash you up, take the ball off you all the time. And when they got it, they just pass it simple. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Have
they
it.
don't have to, bro, bro, attack you, get the ball, try to do run into midfield, try whatever, whatever. But yeah, that's how it is now, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to make their position cool.
Yeah, I think it's difficult because we look at football, the heights of sort of Man City. I say it all the time. And what Pep's done, he has revolutionized the game. I'm not disrespecting him in any way, shape, or form. I think he's a fantastic manager, and you're seeing Arteta do it now. But these guys are now influencing teams that can't do this stuff, but they're seeing them and like, oh yeah, we want to play like that. And it's like you ain't got the facilities to play like that. You ain't got the players for that, man. But
Yeah,
it's fun.
but yeah, that's how ball's going, man. Even if you don't have the players, it's the mentality.
Mm.
You get what I mean? And realistically, it's like what's it called? Brighton don't have the players that are as good as Man City or whatever. But I feel like with the mentality, see like their manager, what he's put into their head. You're playing against Brighton now. It's like what the hell? You're playing against Barca or something.
Yeah, get
They
popped.
do so well now.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the difference in the gap. So obviously, I cover a lot of English football league clubs, and I see so many teams now trying to do that, and it's like you can't play that way because you haven't got the players that are able to manipulate that possession and create the 3v2s and the overloads and all these things, and the
Bro,
understanding isn't there, and they keep turning over the ball and conceding goals, and I'm like, change
conceding.
the way you're playing, please. But it's attractive football now, so that's what people want to play.
Bro, it's so mad, man. So what? Every game, if people are playing like that, every game's gonna be 8-5 or something else.
Well, this is it. This is I
You want to
always
see
say,
goals, isn't it?
like I say, when I go on the radio with fans and they ring in, I got fans that are complaining, yeah, we won 2-0 today, but I wasn't pleased with the way we played. Didn't look good, and this. And I was like, wait a minute, would you rather win games or, like you say, lose games and look good? There's got to be a clear discrepancy of what we're trying to do here, brother. And the game's about winning for me. It's
Yeah,
about
I
winning.
get what you mean, man. I get it, man. But boy, people want to come and watch attractive football, but boy, like you gotta have a foundation where everyone understands the idea from
Mm.
the get go.
Yeah,
You can't just implement it and everything's gonna work straight away.
yeah,
That's what people don't understand. But
yeah,
that's what people don't have time for.
yeah. I mean, perfect example. I'm an Arsenal fan. Arteta, when he come through the door, started trying to change things, and we were still losing games, weren't quite doing. Nah, he's got to go. He's got to go. This and you. I'm thinking you surely must be able to see what he's doing is going to change the face of what the club is going to be. He's got a plan, and we're progressing towards something. You got to give guys like that time. Managers need time to stamp their authority and their blueprint on the team, but we're at a time now where it's sort of and football, social media, anything down to sort of Amazon stuff like people want things now in it. There's no patience no more, and this is where I think it gets lost in the wash sometimes. But back to yourself though, who did you look up to, sort of coming from when you were young?
The person that I looked up to was Ronaldinho, really.
Mm,
Like in terms of just sheer madness and getting people off their seats and that joy of getting the ball and you don't know what he's gonna do and there's that joy in when he plays, you
yeah.
know?
Oh, he's literally my guy as well. I think when I was growing up, R9,
Yeah,
fantastic. Real goat. But Ronaldinho, like you said, he had something that was different.
it's
I
different.
I watched French football because of him. I watched
Mm.
Spanish league football because of him. And people are like, oh yeah, he was, he enjoyed the game. He was fun, but his skill and stuff was functional. He weren't just doing tricks just to do
Yeah,
tricks.
this
Like,
is what I'm talking about. Like his skills were stuff like he's not gonna do a sombrero and then pass it backward. Like he'll do that and then chest it and then carry it on his chest for a little bit towards the goal and stuff. Bro, all of this stuff's functional stuff, bro. He's not doing random stuff. Do you get what I mean?
trust me, I think it's difficult now because of obviously the job I'm in now. I talk to people from all over the place, and there's always that argument. Like people like, nah, Neymar's better than Ronaldinho, and I think, am I losing it
You know,
or what?
the reality is, yeah, what's it called? Comparison's just the destroyer of everything.
Yeah,
People don't just enjoy different eras.
yeah,
Enjoy just like even with Ronaldo and Messi. Like I think it's just ludicrous that
mm,
you're even comparing Neymar and Ronaldinho,
mm,
and it's just ludicrous. Like he's a GOAT and Neymar is unbelievable, but he still don't compare them.
yeah.
That's it. And Neymar, he's right now like probably the last of a dying breed. I
I
don't think
hear
anyone like him. Like people will say, like when you say Mavericks or whatever, there's no
it.
one like anymore. That breed of unbelievable tricky players that can do a trick. Bro, he'll get the ball here and do mad random things.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you know what's so funny? Like he'll do a trick here that would leave the player that he does it to just stunned because it's random as hell.
Just
Do you know
flash.
what?
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't like. But I know my boys are gonna gas me, like be onto me, but I don't care anyway. People will be in the chat like, "You carve your mice now. Why are you saying this about?" But that's what you are like to us.
Yeah,
You'd
bro,
never know that.
I appreciate because bro, if I'm going off of the people that I base my game off and that kind of stuff like where you're leaving a man stunned because the trick you've done is come from the like nowhere. That's what's enjoyable, bro.
Bro, it's what I tell people about you. I never forget some of the training sessions we did, and even if it was just a keep ball or something, I'd wrap the ball into you, go for a twos, and everything. Yes, Wilf, yeah. And I'm thinking, yo, how come you ain't gonna drop this up? Like you got two men on you. You would just
Mm.
scoop the ball up and just go spaps between two men and just blow through them. And I'm
Bro,
thinking in my head, why would you do that there? Like it worked. But I was thinking, why would you even think to do that when you got two people on you on the edge of your own box? But that was like I said, that was what you were like to us. We were like, yeah, man, he's different. He sees the game different. And there's
yeah.
not many of them left.
Like what you're explaining is like if I've grown up seeing all that stuff, I don't know, but bro, there's times I remember, yeah, with Palace or whatever, like the game against Brighton where I scored 2 goals or whatever, yeah.
Mm,
At the beginning of that game, I tried like to do a little trick around the edge of our box, lost it, and Will Buckley, nearly scored.
mm.
So I could have gone from the guy who's thingy to just ruining everything in a so I think this is where it comes with being mad and trying mad stuff. Do you get what I mean? So it's like it works both ways, man.
It does, and I think that is like I'd say about the channel, like that's unprecedented to me. That is a mindset not many people have, bro. Like I said,
I'd after that.
that confidence. You didn't try it, or you did?
No, I did try it, but
Yeah.
I'm saying hiding after that time, like if because it messed up, I could have just went into my shell and gone, you know what, I'm gonna play safe for the rest of the game.
Oh, see, this is the stuff I talk to about these young kids. You have to play the game with no fear. And
Mm,
I'm flipping critical of that myself. There was times in my game where I'd think to myself, "Oh, let me try to do this," and I was thinking, if I give it away here, it's risky. Like, yeah, let me not. I'll just play it to the right back and go nowhere. You can't
yeah,
play football like that. You won't reach the heights without taking the risk. And it's the same thing I'm seeing now. Like I'm saying, when I'm watching Euros and I'm watching all these games, the risk is going out of the game where I'm seeing a pass. I'm thinking, I know he can see that. You could just clip that, and nah, I'll just play it sideways. And nobody's taking any risk. Nobody's going anywhere. Nobody's breaking down teams, and the football's looking stale, bro, because of that right there.
yeah, because bro, at the end of the day, yeah, you will get pelters if you lose the ball and they go and score.
Mm,
You know what I mean? But then this is what I'm talking about. You'll get pelters. That overhead kick that you did, if
mm.
that goes way over into Rose Z, what? Why the hell is he trying that? And he could have dived and headed that, whatever, whatever. But then the overhead kick, everyone's like, he's a genius.
Yeah, yeah.
You get what I mean? But if you
Mm.
don't try that, then you don't know, bro.
This
And
is
that is the reality. That is the reality. You can't be scared. Like when I talk to my wife now about just going out and just doing things,
mm,
because I always say like I don't know if other people say it, but this is a quote that I always like to use. You can't what's it called, have experience without experiencing things.
yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And I feel like go out there, try something, take the L, but then now you leave and you understand why you failed that time.
Oh, bro, I think getting to my age now, the things I've learned and my mindset is only been created by losses, if anything. You learn more from losing and not getting things right than getting things right.
Legit, bro, because you ain't gonna learn anything. You're just gonna be like, like, yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, it worked. But it's just like you need to understand the mechanics behind why things are working and why things ain't working. And so that L in your life, like it may set you back, however, but I feel like it's all a learning curve, man. You just make sure you understand way more the type of person you want to be, and the type of person you don't want to be. Like so much things that like you've seen me from a kid
Mm.
that barely ever spoke to how I'm talking now, and it's like everything that I went through in life. It's just like it's made me who I am now. Like I tell my missus like scared money don't make no money. Do you get what I mean? So
It's about taking risks. By all, I'm not
yeah,
able to risk all their money, bro. I ain't saying all that, but yeah, the risk in life as well as
yeah,
in football, you have to be able to take a bit of risk to gain something. I hear it completely. Talking about Paige, actually, how do you meet? I
we
never
met.
did hear this
So
story.
we
Say again,
met
sir.
Bro, we met through Instagram, man. Instagram nowadays is literally like a day inside nowadays, man. It's not even for anything else anymore, bro.
I tell people this all the time, but they ain't trying to hear it. I've only just come on this again the last sort of, I think it's been about 7 months, and I hear what you're saying. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but if realistically, yeah, if you're on socials, yeah, and you are actually trying to do something and whatever, then cool.
Mm.
Maybe you just put in your day to day or whatever. Then this is basically just what's the them dating apps or whatever. This is
Yeah,
basically that. Unless
yeah.
you're trying to sell a product or you're doing something and trying to create some sort of awareness. And if you're not doing that, then yeah, man, you're just out here.
Out, just out here is the best way to put it. I do
Yeah.
say, funny actually, because I always say to people, like, when you actually deep it and you think about it, when you go on some people's Insta, people like will DM me, whatever, you open up DM, think, what's you, okay, go in their Insta, and it's just tile after tile, just pictures of them, close up, just in different positions, in different clothes, just down. And I'm thinking, is that not weird, bro? It's like going to someone's house and like, oh, you're right. And they just open up a photo album and it's just all pictures of them, bro, just standing up. Like, it's strange to me, but I don't know. I haven't
Bro,
been for that long. And
you're talking about flipping Instagram. That's from Facebook. Near enough, that's how it is, man. It's
yeah,
just like people just putting a load of pictures and deep statuses that are not.
we've
Bro,
spoken about it before.
I swear, it's just like I look at it now, and especially now that I'm married or whatever, you just see the game that people play on there, man.
Crazy.
Honestly, bro, it's crazy.
It is crazy out here. I hear that, but yeah, no, it's nice. Like I was saying before, like people are gonna brush me because everyone knows me a certain way, and like they know I'm the type of person. Anyone that knows me, I've always wanted to see my boys, whoever in my life, my person standing next to me win. With you know that everyone's that I've always been. There's so much jealousy and all this stuff in the world, and I've never been that dude, bro. If I consider you one of my people, I want to see you win, and to see what you've done in the game since a young age, I'm proper proud of you. Don't say nothing because it'll make it weird, but I'm proud of you, man. And to see your family and your beautiful family and your missus, to see you happy in that, bro, means the world to me to see you like that. Honestly,
Bro, I appreciate it, man. Do you know what? I don't think what's it called? People call it glazing nowadays, yeah. I
right?
don't think telling your friend that like it's different. Like it's what's it called? There's a massive difference, yeah, I think, yeah, with what's it called? How like guys, there's a lot of people that move like groupies now. Yeah, guys move like groupies for
Don't
whoever
I?
made it, whatever. Do you get what I mean? And I don't think there's any problem with you, what's it called, telling a friend that you've seen throughout their whole career and we've kept in contact that I'm proud that you're doing well. Like you're saying, my friends are gonna tell me, bro, your friends, like, there's no way anyone could have a problem with you telling, man, like, well done, like,
Yeah.
because you've seen other people go in whatever direction. Do you get what I mean? So
Oh yeah.
honestly, I appreciate it, man.
Nah, no worries. No, like I said, I'm telling you anyway. But I know in the comments, yo, Calv, you're moving moist now. Like, yeah, all
Yeah.
right. I'm not bothered. I'm telling you anyway because people need to get their flowers, bro. People need to know that, like I said, I've seen you as a young guy come into the team, this and that, kind of not really always had the ability, kind of not really know how to navigate that space. And we had the conversations, and then to see you actually do it is been a beautiful thing, bro. It honestly has. But out there at the moment in Turkey, what are you doing with your pastime at the moment? Because I know you play a lot of games. I
Yeah,
obviously do as well.
100, man. Obviously, as I'm getting older now, man, 30. It's crazy when I even say 31. Yeah, anyway, like, obviously, I'm playing ball and I play Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is my main thing, really. Like, if I'm not spending time with my family or whatever, I just go into my room and this is my little space here. I've got my what's it called?
Man cave.
Yeah, I've got a little setup over here. I come in here or whatever. I'm trying to like jump on Twitch and stuff like that, and just do different stuff, because I feel like this is kind of why I wanted to the change of air and come over here, because I feel like it's beautiful playing in the Premier League and all that stuff, but I feel like I was just in this this I feel like I'd call it the Premier League bubble. And like, to expand on that, I mean, as in, like, there's like, you're all in a bubble. Like, I would call it like a prestige pond where everyone at any different club, whatever amount of money you're on, whatever club you're at, where you find yourself in the same place.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
know what?
I was going to say, well, you kind of knew that when we were sort of younger playing football. So anytime we would go anywhere, you would always run into other ballers in the same league or whatever. Like,
Yeah, yeah, man.
nice to be in a different
Yeah,
place.
like I'm. I don't know. People see me as very anti-social at times, but I'm not. Like it's like I've got like when you step outside, you got to instantly be my time's everyone's time basically. Do you get what I mean? And when you're outside all the time and you've done it for years, it's difficult to. I don't know, man, because I've just never been that person. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like growing up, when I come true to football or whatever, I've never been that person. Do you get what I mean? And then obviously around you lot, we'd crack jokes all the time, so I'd be more cool and chill. And do you get what I mean? But
Yeah,
I've been that person that just I don't know, man, just open to the world so much. So people see me as like he seems like he's not a cool person because he's not just smiling up. Do you get what I mean? Like when I'll get told by my brothers before when I was younger or whatever, when I was playing football, like before we'd go and do something, he'd be like, "Make sure you smile," and it used to get on my nerves, bro, because it's like you're trying to, I don't know, like
it's
control. Yeah,
it,
man.
people say it's part and parcel of being famous or being a celebrity or being at the top level of your game. But I completely get it. I'm exactly the same as you. I live in the country because I kind of don't want to really be around people and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't mean in
But
a bad way, but
yeah,
it's like I
you
don't
need
know.
you need your own moment. When I'm out and about and at work and around people, I'm the most social person ever
Yeah,
to meet. They are,
yeah.
your energy is great, but to be that way sometimes, Will, when you're at home, you need that safe space where you don't have to be that guy and you don't
Yeah,
have to.
yeah, exactly, man. It's like I don't really. If I'm at the if I'm at the park with my son, I don't need someone sneaking under my armpit. Oh, you're with it out. Can we? Like, I don't. Do you get what I mean?
The only thing is, I will say, in people's defense, is you are like a megastar to people.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I mean? So when they see you, it blows people's minds.
yeah, no, I understand, but there's ways in which you can, and then
Mm.
people get mad at me because I get mad because of the way they approach me. Do you get what I mean? Like if I'm pushing my child on a swing, or I'm having food with my child, or I'm carrying my son or whatever, and a grown man comes to me and tells me, "Can you take a picture?" So where do I put my son?
Yeah,
Well, us two grown men take pictures.
just rest him on the floor, bro. And then,
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Oh
no,
man.
I hear it, bro.
Yeah.
Like I say, I just think it's something you do have to learn. Nobody teaches you how to deal with that either.
No, you don't, man. No,
Just have to.
you just have to somehow just. This is what I'm talking about. Going through experiences to be experienced. If you
Hmm,
get what I mean, like no one teaches you. Yeah, like I'm seeing so much of the how can I forget the pundits talking about how well spoken Jude is,
hmm,
but he seems like his parents have I don't know to a T.
hmm.
Get what I mean? Because everything that comes out of his mouth is clean, like
Clean.
it's rehearsed. Do you get what I mean? And I know it's obviously not rehearsed, but it's clean. Like it's like he knows when he gets out there, he needs to. And do you get what I mean?
Yeah, he seems like the ultimate sort of I would say professional. He's come along. His game's clean. The way he plays clean. The way he talks is
It's
clean.
clean.
Been he's been kind of educated in that department. Where a lot of other people is, you come up, you start doing well at 17, and they shove a mic in your face and ask, and you're just like, yeah, we did well in it, and things was good, and we won 1-0. Like that happens to a lot of players these days.
Oh, Michael, when he scored against Man United, I don't know if you saw that interview or whatever.
Yeah,
Was it Man United? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't know which game it was. Wait, I don't know if he's gone. Well, basically they've asked him, and he's just gone, yeah, and he's passed me the ball and I scored. Bro, if you check on YouTube, he's literally gone, yeah, and then he's passed me the ball and I just scored.
I just scored all stiff out of that.
Bro, nothing else, bro. He's the funniest character,
But
man.
it's funny because I don't think a lot of teams. I think some teams do now actually, but way back, like back then a little bit, nobody had media training or any of this stuff.
Oh.
People don't like even now with my job. People are, oh yeah, because you must have had media training as a player. No, I did not.
Huh? Yeah,
No,
no.
we
How does
did
that
not.
even go? Like, I just think, like, how does that even go? How do you have media training? Because, like, I don't know how you even prep. Like, what would they? I don't know, man.
I think it's maybe they put you in an interview situation and sweat you for a few questions and see if you can explain and elaborate. I don't know how it all works myself, but
I- Okay, my best advice here would be see when someone asks, see when you're in those rooms and they're asking these questions, yeah, you gotta really, when they explain it, you gotta really digest the question. So take your time to respond, or to save yourself some time, re-ask that question and then answer it. So it takes like as they're thinking, you digest the question, and then do you know when you answer the question by kind of asking, like saying the thing backwards to
repeat.
answer at the end. Do you
Mm,
get what I mean? So, how did I meet my missus? And
yeah,
then that gives you a bit of time to think. Do you get what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
But more time when man's younger, it just comes. And because you're gassed or it's your first game or you whatever, it's just like, yeah, man was playing sick and he gave me the. And then it just sounds mad.
yeah.
Because they like, see, when you come up at first or whatever, they're literally like, I remember doing an interview. This is how I got by people in football. And this, I remember this guy was a guy who was apparently a Palace fan.
Okay.
Interview, and then obviously, do you know when someone's doing well, when they're coming up or whatever, and then you see the news, and everyone wants to be like, we want to know the real Wilfred Zaha, and it's just like, what does that mean? Like, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
And then them ones there is just like, just be ready. Obviously, me not knowing, it's just like be ready for trick questions and whatever your words, but you don't know. Do you get what I mean? You just think everyone's happy for you.
yeah.
I
Well,
remember, yeah, bro. I remember saying, "What's
if there's anything you've learned, you're talking about experience. Not everyone's
yeah,
happy
bro?
for everyone, bro. And that's
Trust,
why I like to.
bro.
I know it might come in across like disingenuous, but people that know me know I only have ever wanted to see my friends and people in my circle win, and I've never wanted nothing from no one. I've never said to say, "Oh yeah, like I want him to win because everyone these days." I don't say these days. I'm not going to say that, but a lot of people seem to have agendas, bro. They want to see someone do well because they want to get dragged with them, and you take me to do what you're and all
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. But yeah, going back to what you're saying,
you're saying these days, bro. There's always been agendas, bro,
yeah,
man.
it's
There's
true.
agendas, man. Like it's sad to say it, but there's always people that have agendas, and it may, however long it takes, eventually it will show. Do you
Mm.
get what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's,
you people out. People always get found out.
they always get found out, bro. And you even saying what's it called? Like, I want my people to win. It sounds crazy. It may sound crazy to people, like it's not genuine because there's not many people where they say that
Mm.
it's genuine. But obviously, like, because I, bro, this is the reason why I've stayed in contact.
Mm.
Do you get what I mean? Because obviously, I feel like there's many people that obviously come and try to friends me up and all that stuff or whatever. But as you know, like especially in football, there's so much competition. A guy will act like he's your friend, but he's checking out how much you're getting paid. He's checking out the car you're driving. He's checking out if your wife is better than his wife. I ain't got time for them things there,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I've not got time for them things there. That's why I'd rather work my way through life, and I take my family and I just pay for what I have to pay for. I'm not gonna do no friendship thing with anyone where it's not genuine, but at least we're together and we're paying for the holiday together. Like, I'm not on that at all. Do
yeah.
you get
I think, like I said, knowing a lot of young professionals in whether they're athletes or office or whatever in your life, in so many people ask me so many questions about different things. That is a very good example of understanding your inner circle, bro. And you will have people in there, like we're saying, that want something, want an agenda. And the quicker you weed them lot out and get rid of them,
Yeah.
the more positive, and you can reach different heights without those people around, bro. They'll weigh you down, man. They'll weigh you down. But yeah, going back to the Twitch stream. So your Twitch is just Wilfried Zaha.
Just Wilfs Zaha, bro. That's
I,
it. That's my handles, man.
I will put that in the. I don't even know how all this works. It'll be down there somewhere in the comment.
Yeah.
I've got a Twitch as well now. You know,
Really?
I started it a couple of weeks ago. I don't really use it too tough, but me and Wilf do play COD now and then. I get
Yeah,
smoked
man.
more often than not because I ain't that good at the game. But I'll be on there. Mine's Contra Meta CA. I'll put it down the bottom as well. And obviously you can check out Wilf's Instagram. That's Wilfried Zaha. My Instagram's I am Calvin, and you can check all that out on there. So if you want to follow, you should subscribe. If not subscribe to this, at least follow me on Instagram so you can find out when we'll be doing more episodes of this, because I'm gonna have some top people on, and hopefully I get you back on here whenever you want.
100%, man. I don't mind, bro. My thing is, obviously, um, I don't mind coming on and just, I don't know, just trying to give back to, if it makes a difference to someone's life, like the experience that I've gone through or whatever, and I give them a few pointers of what football's like and the reality, and it's not just money and girls and cars and whatever. There's a lot to it. There's pressures. It's not just fun football anymore. There's a lot to it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't mind. I'll pop up all the time. You know how I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This is exactly what the channel's supposed to be about. Trying to help people, because a lot of the time I get so many young professionals, whether they're at Arsenal, City, these guys, they'll see me and, oh yeah, like I've heard you talk on the radio about this. Pointers, which is good. You always got to try and learn and educate, but I can only do so much. I think to myself, somebody like yourself, who they really look at as a superstar, hearing you tell your truths and your path is sort of more influential than mine, basically. So that's why I want to use this channel, for people to be able to learn things. It's about learning, and it's not just young people, it's older people. That you can, the whole idea of life to me is telling stories, hearing people's stories, and learning something, taking something from it, and being able to add it to your life. So I really appreciate you giving us your time here, bro. And we will, if you can, we will come back and we'll talk about your journey properly from the beginning and how you
Yeah.
where you are. But I know your time is precious, so I don't want to keep you too long. And we do need to talk about the highs and lows of the game and stuff for you. But yeah, I really appreciate you coming through, Wilf. All love, of course, as always. And any chance of you coming back to the Premier League anytime soon?
Boy, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm still, I'm still looking around and seeing what else is out there for me,
Yeah,
man.
'cause I know. My dad's a big fan of yours as well. He's like, "When Wilf gonna come back so I can watch him play, man? I ain't flying to Turkey to go watch games."
Yeah. Boy, I was there last time, yeah, and I had like, when I was back in England, I'm in traffic or whatever, and I'm getting like cyclists, people on motorbikes. So when are you coming back with?
Yeah,
And I'm just like, I'm not really gonna tell you, am I, in traffic,
yeah. Imagine,
back or not? Do you know what I
imagine.
mean? So
Give a
yeah,
guy on a
like,
skateboard an inside scoop. You know what? I'm actually going here, bro. You could tell everyone, bro.
yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, do you know what? Like, I don't know. If something, it's a thing where if the right opportunity comes up, do you know what I mean? And it makes sense for me and my family, because I'm not at that place where you can just jump up and just go to different cities, and my kids got to go to school and my missus got to settle. So it's just a thing where I just got to look at what it is, look at where it is, and it's just got to make sense
Of course.
in everything. Do you know what I mean, bro? It's not even just, unless it's a ridiculously life-changing deal or something, then yeah, man, I was be like, you better pack everything and dip.
You better
But
pack up, blood.
yeah, bro, man.
Nah,
But
I hear
apart
it.
from that, yeah, there's a lot more to just looking at, like moving. Do you get what I mean?
Of course. And I mean, you're having a good time in Turkey at the moment, Galatasaray. Like I'm saying, your family's enjoying it. You're playing some fantastic football and all that kind of stuff. So more life to that. I hope that continues. I know them Turkish fans gonna be in my DMs, no doubt. Anyway,
Yeah,
nah,
sure.
man. I'm yeah super proud of you. I appreciate you coming through and shedding a little bit of light for our listeners and the people that come through here, and hopefully they can take something from what you said. But yeah, if you would, I'd love for you to come back. We'll have a proper conversation about your journey, because I know for a fact people need to hear it. Everyone seems to think you go to a club and you go to Man City and you go all the way through the youth team and you become a professional football player, and that's not quite how it works. So
Yeah, there's a lot. There's lots of. Yeah, man. There's lots of ups and downs and lefts and rights and yeah, man. There's a lot, bro. But yeah, I don't mind, man. I don't mind coming on again and explaining a bit of my experience and just how you just got to be resilient to get to where you want to go, man.
I appreciate it. We will do it. I'll let you get back to your Twitch if that's what you're doing now. Like I said, you can catch him on his Twitch, Wilfred Zaha. You catch me on my Switch as well, Contra Meta CA. We will be playing COD. We've got a pro clubs team now as well, you know, Will. You have to get involved.
I'll be honest, bro. I haven't played FIFA in years.
I
Bro,
don't blame you.
yeah.
I need to have a discussion, because I know someone from there will probably be listening. I need to have a discussion with some of the editors and creators and stuff, because it ain't really football no more. They need someone to sit down with them and direct that game, bro.
Bro, do you know what? Yeah, my thing is, yeah. Do you know one of the reasons why I stopped playing is because it legacy defending.
Yeah,
What's it called? I don't think there's legacy defending on the what's it called?
the new one.
On the new one, like every time I'm not playing against these mad guys that do mad skills. As soon as I put my leg out there, it's a penalty. Like all that extra stuff, I'm just like, make it back basic like it was, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's just too much stuff you're having to do yourself. Do you get what I mean?
But you know what? I just think, yeah, we've gone too far away from what the basics of football.
Yeah, that's what I enjoyed.
If you go back to sort of Pro Evo days, remember how
Yeah,
basic that game was? But
bro.
it felt like football to us. We used to play that on the
Oh,
coach all the time.
bro, it's crazy, man. Like you're playing Pro Evo, like probably the last best Pro Evo is like I don't know if it was Pro Evolution 6 or something like that. Like, but Adriano's face is blurry, but it's still the best. He's still the best striker at his peak, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like you're looking at the character like it's dead, but
Yeah.
the ball is just. Do you get what I mean?
It felt authentic. Things
Bro,
worked.
it's different, man.
It worked. If you chopped, you could beat a defender. You did a step
They
over, you could do.
props back in the day. It's different, man. It's like, you know what? Simplicity just makes things easier. Now it feels like when the last time I played it, I played what's it called? I played with Galatasaray actually. I actually tried to play with my own player, and I thought, oh, I'm moving kind of sick still.
Your player's good
But
on the game.
yeah, no, my player's actually decent, bro. Like last season, I got a player of the season card, yeah, and the card looked mad. I was thinking, raw. Even though I don't even play, I don't even play none of them things. I actually thought, no, that card looks peak. But yeah, I played it. Obviously, the attacking side is decent, but then the defending side is like, man's playing FIFA Street or something, fam.
It's true though, because you play against Donnies that are just flicking pure analog, bro, and are just players all over the place.
Bro, God knows. I just thought, I turned it off at half time.
Yeah.
That's how mad it was, bro.
I don't blame you. But yeah, we'll get you back, Will. We got so much more to talk about. I appreciate your time, because I don't want to take your time up. But yeah, thanks very much for coming through. You guys, make sure I can't believe I'm going to say this, but make sure you like and subscribe, bro. Come back and...
Yeah, man, this is how it gets, bro, man. You gotta like and subscribe, man. I have to get used to that stuff as well. We got channels to promote, man.
I hear it. But but you know, the thing is, I want people not to come on here and like and subscribe for me or whatever. It's because there will be things on here that they could possibly use in their life. You know what I mean? Like your story and the things you're telling, these are things that people should be listening to. So like and subscribe for you, not for me, for you. Appreciate you coming through, bro. And thanks very much.
No worries, bro, man.